1 Kings chapter 4, verse 1. King Solomon now ruled over all Israel. Verse 2. And these were his high officials. Azra son of Zadok was the priest. Verse 3. Elihoreph and Ahijah, the sons of Shisha, were the court secretaries. Jehoshaphat son of Ahilud was the royal historian. Verse 4. Benaiah son of Jehoiada was commander of the army. Zadok and Abiathar were priests. Verse 5. Azrael son of Nathan was in charge of the district governors. Zabad son of Nathan, a priest, was a trusted advisor to the king. Verse 6. Ahishar was manager of the palace property. Adoniram son of Abda was in charge of forced labor. Verse 7. Solomon also had 12 district governors who were over all Israel. They were responsible for providing food for the king's household. Each of them arranged provision for 1 month of the year. Verse 8. These are the names of the 12 governors. Ben-Hur in the hill country of Ephraim. Verse 9. Ben-Dekar in Marcus, Shalbam, Beth-Shemesh, and El-Beth-Hanan. Verse 10. Ben-Hased in Roboth, including Soko, and all the land of Hepher. Verse 11. Ben-Abinadab in all of Naphath Dor. He was married to Taphath, one of Solomon's daughters. Verse 12. Bana son of Ahilud in Tanakh and Megiddo, all of Bethshan near Zerethan, below Jezreel, and all the territory from Bethshan to Abel Maholah and over to Jokneam. Verse 13. Ben-Geber in Ramoth Gilead, including the towns of Jair, Jair for the name of the tribe of Manasseh, in Gilead, and in the Argob region of Bashan, including 60 large fortified towns with bronze bars on their gates. Verse 14. Ahinadab son of Iddo in Mahanaim. Verse 15. Ahimaaz in Naphtali. He was married to Basemath, another of Solomon's daughters. Verse 16. Bana son of Hushai in Asher and in Elath. Verse 17. Jehoshaphat son of Paruah in Issachar. Verse 18. Shimea son of Elah in Benjamin. Verse 19. Geber son of Uri in the land of Gilead, including the territories of King Sihon of the Amorites and King Og of Bashan. There was also one governor over the land of Judah. Verse 20. The people of Judah and Israel were as numerous as the sand on the seashore. They were very contented with plenty to eat and drink. Verse 21. Solomon ruled over all the kingdom from the Euphrates River in the north to the land of the Philistines in the border of Egypt in the south. The conquered peoples of those lands sent tribute money to Solomon and continued to serve him throughout his lifetime. Verse 22. The daily food requirements for Solomon's palace were 150 bushels of choice flour and 300 bushels of meal. Verse 23. Also 10 oxen from the fattened pens, 20 pasture-fed cattle, 100 sheep or goats, as well as deer, gazelles, raw deer, and choice poultry. Verse 24. Solomon's dominion extended over all the kingdoms west of the Euphrates River, from Tifsha into Gaza, and there was peace on all his borders. Verse 25. During the lifetime of Solomon, all of Judah and Israel lived in peace and safety, and from Dan in the north to Beersheba in the south, each family had its own home and garden. Verse 26. Solomon had 4,000 stalls for his chariot horses, and he had 12,000 horses. Verse 27. The district governors faithfully provided food for King Solomon and his court. Each made sure nothing was lacking during the month assigned to him. Verse 28, they also brought the necessary barley and straw for the royal horses in the stables. Verse 29, God gave Solomon very great wisdom and understanding, and knowledge as vast as the sand of the seashore. Verse 30, in fact, his wisdom exceeded that of all the wise men of the East and the wise men of Egypt. Verse 31, he was wiser than anyone else, including Ethan the Azrahite and the son of Mahol, Heman, Kalkol, and Dada. His fame spread throughout all the surrounding nations. Verse 32, he composed some 3,000 proverbs and wrote 1,005 songs. Verse 33, he could speak with authority about all kinds of plants, from the great cedar of Lebanon to the tiny hyssop that grows from cracks in a wall. He could also speak about animals, birds, small creatures, and fish. Verse 34, the kings from every nation sent their ambassadors to listen to the wisdom of Solomon. Amen.